Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Seremens Okori Nwabeze. In today's section of the class, I will treat questions regarding binomial words expansion. So here we go. Let's say you are given this to solve. I say expand. The question says expand x plus 2 raised to the power of 4. And you say find. You say find the third term. We say find the third term. So what you are going to do is to write solution. When you must have written the solution, just bring down the question. Wow, this. So here, I'm not going to use FOIL method to do this. I'm going to use the concept of binomial word expansion. Because why this concept is important is because of time factor. And thus, if you check the power is 4, it is increasing. If it's something like raised to the power 2, then I would then advise the students to make use of what 4. But in this case, we'll make use of 4, we'll make use of what? Binomial word expansion. Then what is that binomial expansion? In binomial expansion, we are going to handle two things. First of all, we are to expand first. After the expansion, we then use the concept of Pascal triangle to handle the rest. Now, I will take you guys step by step on how to go about it, and subsequently, more examples will be given to enhance what your knowledge. So here we go. Let's say you are given this. What you are going to do is you just write equal to. So it's going to be the first term, which is x, raised to the power of 4. Look at this 4. The first x will be raised to the power of 4 dot. So here dot means multiplication. I don't want to be using times. If I use times, I could fill up on the board. So I'll be using dot. But for anywhere you see dot, just know that it represents multiplication. Now it's going to be the second term here is plus 2, which I can be written as 2. I would say raised to the power of what? 0. The central idea behind it is these two powers, if I add it, it must surely give me the power of the question. If what is there is 5, it means that this is already wrong. If what is there is 3, it means that it is also what? Wrong. So the addition must give you the same value as the power of the what? Question. So we're going to get, and why this one is 0, it will from 0 increase till it gets to this power, which is 4. Why this one starts from 4, it will decrease till it gets to what? The value of what? 0. Now, what we are going to do, the next thing we are going to do here is to write x raised to the power of 3. This one will reduce. Since it has reduced to 3, we said times 2 raised to the power. These 2 will increase from 0 to what? 1. Plus, this one is x raised to the power 2, dot, this one will increase to 2 raised to the power 2, plus, this x will also decrease to raised to the power 1, dot, this one will increase to raised to the power 3, plus, this one will decrease to raised to the power 0, dot, this one will now increase to raised to the power 4. So at this juncture we are going to stop because the x started from 4, reduced to 0. Now, you and I know, you know clearly that 2 raised to the power 0, according to a lot of indices, is 1. And we know that x raised to the power 0 is what? Is 1. Because indices made us to know that anything raised to the power of 0 what? Is 1, according to one of the laws of indices. Now, it's going to be, we're going to get, this one here will be, let me just handle this, guys, before, taking the entire result. So it's going to be 2 raised to the power 1 will give us what? 2. 2 raised to the power 2 means repeat 2 times and multiply, we'll get 4. 2 raised to the power 3 means repeat 3. Repeat 2 3 times and multiply, so that you get what? 8. And 2 raised to the power 4 will give us what? 16. Now, since this is the case, we are going to get, it will be this x raised to the power what? 4 dot 2 raised to the power 0, we know that it is 1. Power 0 is 1, so we write down 1. We write down plus x raised to the power 3 dot 2 raised to the power 1 is 2, plus x raised to the power 2 dot 2 raised to the power 2 is 4, plus x raised to the power 1. X raised to the power 1, anything raised to the power 1 is the same thing. So that means x raised to the power 1 is x. Now, we'll say dot 2 raised to the power 3 is 8 plus ox raised to the power 0 is 1 times 2 raised to the power 6, 2 raised to the power 4 is 16. We'll have this times this will give us x raised to the power 4 plus this times this will have 2 ox raised to the power 3 plus this times this will have 4 ox raised to the power 2 plus this times this will have 8 ox plus 1 times this will have 16. Now we have solved the first part and we cannot say that this is the answer. It's not done. The next part you will do is to remember our very good friend whose name is Pascal. So we have to use what? Pascal triangle to help ourselves here. And the question is, what is Pascal triangle? So Pascal triangle is like this. We can say here using Pascal triangle. So I will show you guys how to use Pascal triangle. But meanwhile, I want to make sure that I clean this board to give room to what I have next. So here now in Pascal triangle, the first thing you do, you must pay attention to what is going within what? Within the rows. So we have, you first of all put down 1. When you put down 1, under 1, you put down another 1. Make sure you are forming a triangle. Now you go up again. This one here, you add it to the next number after this one. But since we are not seeing any number, it means that that number is 0. This 1 plus that 0 will give us what? 1. Put it here. So we put 1, it must start with 1, it must end with 1. And at the end, it must be forming a triangle. Since we have written 1, we move to the next row, the previous row. We'll have 1 here. This 1 plus 1 will give us 2. This number here, which is 1, we'll add it to the next number. The next number after this one is, we can't see it, so which means 0. We'll bring this one down. We'll do another one. We'll go to the previous row. 1 plus 2 is 3. This 2 plus this 1 is 3. This 1 plus the next number, we are not seeing the number. That number is 0. So 1 plus 0 is 1. So we have this 1. 1 plus 3 will give us what? 4. 3 plus 3 will give us 6. 3 plus 1 will give us what? 4. 1 plus the next number, which we don't know, or which we can't see rather, is 1. So we'll continue doing this and it will continue forming what? A triangle. But the most important, okay, let me just go on to give you guys another one. We'll have 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 4 plus this is 10. 6 plus 4 is 10. 4 plus 1 is 5. 1 plus another number is 1 because we can't see the number. So at the end of the day, we just form a what? Triangle. So here, we'll pay attention to this. All these things here are rows. So we have row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, row 6. But we'll pay attention. The row we are going to use here, we are not going to use all the rows. The row we are going to use here must correspond to the number of terms we have here. If you check here, we have, let me bring the question up. Look at what we had previously. X raised to the power 4 plus 2x raised to the power 3 plus 4x squared plus 8x plus 16. So these are what we have before. Now, so we got this as a result of our expansion. So the next thing we're going to do here is, we now consider, we check how many terms this guy gave us. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 terms. So it's going to be, we have to count 5 rows since we have 5 terms. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is where we're supposed to stop, this row. So we have to pay attention to this row. Now it becomes, what is here is 1. We take this 1 to multiply this. So it can be, we can have this 1 times this, or let me put it this way, we have x raised to the power 4, dots, which means times 1, plus 4, or plus this guy, which is 2x raised to the power 3, times this guy, which is 4, plus 4x squared times 6 plus 8x times 4 plus this 16 times 1. So when we multiply, we are going to get this times this is x raised to power 4 plus this times this will give us 8x raised to power 3. We have 8x raised to power 3. This times this will give you 8x raised to power 3 plus this times this will give you 24x squared plus this times this 32x plus this times this, which is 16. So this is the total thing we have. This is the answer to the normal expansion. What we are asked to find here is to find the what? The third term. So what is the third term here? This is first term, second term, and third term. So we can come here and clean up. You can just come here and write it. We say the third term here is nothing but 24x squared. So this is the answer.